Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Trojans will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Garcia. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the offense on first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Give to the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
What a great job by this defense. You get 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, U.S.
Touchdown, USC.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Garcia. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
And I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They'll leave it with him. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll get rid of it. Finds his man enough for the first. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
USC 14, Florida 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Garcia. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick.
Looking for a huge play. What a snag by the defense. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry up. Handoff from the shotgun. Open space at the 25. Lowers those pads. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the 2nd quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, USC 14, Florida 0.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time I'm going to get my running back, who's a fast athlete, in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design, nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
USC 21, Florida 0.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
The RPO fire complete to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Gators are in the hurry up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carry.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Shakes off the defender. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense where now they got a manageable situation.
He's got an open man. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking deep. Complete to the left. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The running back has it. Runs through the tackle.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big pack. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, USC.
Second down coming up. Leaves it with the running back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Trojans.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here and throw in the towel. Stop this fight. They're trailing by 17 to Nevada. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab down the middle. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And the Gators want to crank the tempo. Back to pass, it's Nicholson. Going downfield for the big play. Throwing down the sideline, and it's down the right side.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third down, going up top. Unloads it downfield. Touchdown, Florida! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He'll come out throwing on first down. On the run, still looking. He'll turn it loose out to the right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big gain. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Mills. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Going to the run to start this second half. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They'll run it from the gun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, USC.
They've converted twice on fourth down so far. Will they make it 3? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that pass intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, oh, yeah, I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with it.
single back. Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry. The Gators want to move quickly. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw. It's Nicholson. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Gator! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt it.
And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play. Line gets set, first down. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The big pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And the Gators have it with a 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Florida! And the comeback is on. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Back to throw, it's Nicholson. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Mills. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably... that return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quick. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Trojans will hustle to the line.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Rolls it in. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start with maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Time winding down in the quarters. They come to the line. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Buying some time. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and will change ends of the field now. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Gators! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Great play by the defense there. You're winning by 2. You can't allow them to tie it. Someone's got to make a play, and they show up in a big moment.
The returner will field it and try to do. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest and pound that rock.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Pulls and fires complete. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in the game's 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
And, guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Florida! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job.
He's got it upright. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Power football with the run. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Shakes off the tackle. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got his man down the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The give to the tailback. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Now 2nd down, and it's as if this crowd senses they can help them get a huge stop. He's looking to throw. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, USC! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. They'll go to the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. Pass is incomplete. No good on the 2-point conversion. They tried to stretch this lead out to a field goal, but they're still up by 1. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made. The Gators sending the offense back to work. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to go.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. Finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to...
And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
That is how it's done. Great job by this offense. And because of the score and the time, you kick the extra point because you're going to make them go down the field, have to score, and get a 2-point conversion to tie this football game. Great drive by this offense.
Looking to throw. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Nicholson. He's taking the deep shot. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Going up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like